Hello, you're watching Forex Trader Calendar on ИнстаФорекс TV channel with me, Katerina Stikhina. Early next week, all eyes will be turned to the following macroeconomic events. On Monday, New Zealand will reveal the consumer price index data for the second quarter 2016. Analysts expect a rise by 0.5%. In the first quarter of the year, New Zealand's consumer prices advanced by 0.2% compared to the previous 3 months. Economists had expected a 0.1% increase. On a yearly basis, the country's inflation accelerated to 0.4% from 0.1% in the last quarter of the previous year. Rising prices of cigarettes, food and housing services were partly offset by lower petrol prices and airfares. On Tuesday, the ZEF Economic Institute will publish Germany's economic sentiment figures for July. Analysts anticipate a move down to 8 points. In June, the Center for European Economic Research reported that Germany's economic sentiment index was at the level of 19.2 points compared to 6.4 points in the previous months. Experts had forecast a drop to 5.1 points. That's why such a rise was absolutely unexpected. The index growth is a sign that people are confident of the German economic stability. However, it does not point to the absence of problems. In addition to the weak global economy, Brexit is the main source of concerns. The ZEF indicators reflect estimates of financial analysts. However, most economists prefer to focus on the results of companies' surveys, such as the Purchasing Manager Index and the IFO indicators. Besides, on Tuesday, the US will disclose the building permits data for June. Analysts expect a climb to 1,150,000. In May, the number of building permits advanced by 0.7% to 1.138 million units from 1.130 million in the previous months. Economists had expected to rise to 1.115 million units. At the same time, the number of housing starts reduced by 0.3% to 1.164 million units from 1.167 million units in April. Experts had anticipated a drop to 1.150 million in May. Thus, the number of housing starts issued in the United States fell less than expected in May, but building permits missed consensus, damping optimism over the health of the U.S. housing sector. Besides, the following macroeconomic data will see the light of day early next week. On Tuesday, the monetary policy meeting minutes will be published in Australia. Besides, the UK will report on consumer price index. On Wednesday, the United Kingdom will reveal several reports on its labour market, and the Eurozone will disclose the consumer confidence figures. You are watching Forex Trader Calendar on InstаForекс TV channel. We wish you a profitable trade with ИнстаФорекс.